from the Patriotic Carnival in Victoria Park. My staff member had difficulty with media pre-registration, but it seems I've managed to guilo my way in here. And if you're into dancing wiggers and Xinjiang dancing, this is the place to be. Although I think I have brought the average age down to about 50. So this is a vibe check of the Patriotic Carnival, performance of food in what was once the venue of the Tiananmen crackdown vigil, now booked by no less than 28 pro-Beijing groups, many months in advance. Of course, these football pitches are controlled by the government's Leisure and Cultural Services Department, so it's up to them who can book it. I wouldn't say it's absolutely rammed. Nevertheless, it's a rather different atmosphere to just outside, where we have seen police on every corner detaining people, taking them away in police vehicles. I'm not going to try and talk to anyone because that's what got my staff member into trouble. Nevertheless, it got off to a rocky start with the weather, a little muddy, and a typhoon, of course, on Saturday. But it is a little busier tonight. There is somewhat of an age differential, but some people have brought their youngsters with them. The idea is that these different clans groups have organized this, whereby you can buy food from across China. Police, here we are still on the grounds. Where from? Shenzhen. $10 for some lychee. Hi. That car park over there overlooking this site is where, for decades, photojournalists would gather to take a photo of those key moments, those money shots where people silently, solemnly would hold up candles to remember the Tiananmen dead in 1989, when hundreds, perhaps thousands, were killed after months of student-led demonstrations were cracked down upon by the People's Liberation Army. So people in costume now in this cultural celebration, very much a state-sanctioned affair, mind you. People queuing up to taste food. Former Chief Executive Carrie Lam herself came, didn't buy anything apparently, a couple of days ago. This, of course, very sensitive date, and that is how the authorities this year are referring to it. The euphemism is usually June 4. John Lee this morning warning that commemorations may be illegal. Qingdao, I don't drink. I mean, it's one way to get people in, right? Hong Kongers, and I guess a lot of visitors to Hong Kong, love food. Yeah, John Lee this morning wouldn't directly be pressed as to how one might be able to legally commemorate June 4, but he said the usual as he did last year about people must obey the law and the authorities will enforce it. So young people wearing black, a couple of elderly people who sought to stage mini protests this afternoon found themselves taken away by police. We will probably get arrest figures if there are any tomorrow. And quite unique this year, having seen the implementation of another security law, Article 23, a couple of months ago, we saw arrests over social media posts relating to the Tiananmen crackdown, 8 of them including jailed Tiananmen Vigil organizer / activist Chow Hang-tung. So what this says a lot about the external propaganda efforts, I suppose, of Beijing, in that you have what seems to be a Chinese Uyghur character and the space efforts. Some panda bears, candy floss. Sichuan. If you like it spicy. Now, there are a couple of other small commemorations today in the consulates have posted, 4 consulates have posted something on social media. 2 of them displayed LED candles in their windows. And this afternoon, Derek Chu, an ex-district councillor over in Mongkok, he displayed some candles over at his store in Mongkok, but apparently was told to get rid of them, according to in media. Another banger on the stage there. In different areas of China. And another Instagram opportunity here. Oh, I think it's games. It's $5 to get in. They do check your security, and they have not been particularly welcoming of independent journalists. But you can read a full report on this, just gone up on HongKongFP.com. Well, last time I checked with my staff who are deployed around Causeway Bay, things may calm down a little, but there are hundreds, who knows if thousands of police still around what was the traditional venue for commemorating the Tiananmen crackdown. And then they have people sweeping up as they buy food and drink from the clans groups, the 28 organizing pro-Beijing committees I've lost my thread. The 28 organizing groups that have put on this patriotic carnival. What celebration would be complete without bamboo and panda bears there? All right, thanks for joining, and for the rest of the night's coverage, tune into the website or social media. Good night.